all my hoodies. Welcome back to the Hood Table one more again. This is your girl, the Hood Table, with another local lowdown hood news podcast. And this one is going to be really, really short. And it is really, really, unfortunately, close to home. Now, last night while I was laying in bed and I was watching, I think James, I was watching Treasure Lane. And I had caught a news alert of a shooting that took place near area of 24th, 25th Ohio here in our city. It was an area I'm really familiar with. Matter of fact, I used to live there in that area years ago. But anyway, and I had looked at the news and I saw that there had been a shooting, and I saw that somebody had been rushed to the hospital with CPR, being taking place at the scene. And that was like all we heard. And I'm going to show you this news story real quick of what they showed last night on our local news channels. So let's go to this real quick.
With breaking news.
And that breaking news is in Northeast Omaha. A shooting victim is in extremely critical condition. Good evening. I'm Julie Cornell.
I'm Bill Shammer. Police and paramedics found the victim near 24th in Ohio. That's where we find KETV News Watch 7, Maddie Augustine, who's live with what we know so far. Maddie?
Bill, Julie, you can see behind me here through these trees, the scene is still very active. Over the last hour, police have been walking the street with flashlights and have the 2 blocks between 26th in Ohio and 24th in Ohio completely shut down. Several people were taken into custody just a few blocks away, but police on scene could not confirm if they're related to the shooting. The initial call for the shooting came out just before 9 p.m. tonight. We do know one victim was taken to the hospital with CPR in progress. We're hoping to learn more from police soon, and we'll continue to provide you with more details as we get them. Reporting live, Maddie Augustine, KETV News Watch 7.
So yes, as you heard, there was a shooting in our neck of the woods, and it happened last night. And when we woke up this morning, come to find out, it was one of my son's really close friends who was murdered last night. And his name, they call him FatFat. That's his nickname that he went by, that he grew up with, and everybody still calls him that. But so they did, fortunately, arrest 4 people for the crime. So let me pull that picture up right here. So 4 people was arrested for this crime yesterday, late into the evening last night. And the victim in the shooting, again, who was named Trill Evans, a.k.a. R. Evans, a.k.a. FatFat. He was the victim of a shooting, was transported to UNMC with life-threatening injuries. The victim was declared deceased at the hospital. The victim in the homicide investigation has been identified as R. Evans, 30 years old, black male from Omaha. During the course of the investigation, 4 suspects were located and transported to OPD headquarters for questioning. Warren Muse, black male, 24 years old, was booked for first-degree murder, use of a weapon, a gun, to commit a felony, and felony in possession of a firearm. Krishna Jonigan, 21-year-old black male, was booked into Douglas County Corrections for first-degree murder and use of a weapon, gun, to commit a felony. Pierre Jones Woods, black male, 24 years old, from Omaha, was booked into the Douglas County Correctionals with them, first-degree murder, use of a weapon, a gun, to commit a felony, and felon in possession of a firearm. And India Johnston, black female, 24 years old, was booked into Douglas County Corrections along with them as well. And she was actually booked for accessory to a felon. So the Omaha Police Department, they did make that announcement this morning for the murder of R. Evans. They did arrest 4 people. So far, I don't know if there's any more people that's been involved, but so far that's all we've heard as far as who might have had something to do with that crime scene. Now, this morning I did make a post on here. I did make a post on Facebook because I just want to give my condolences and, send my heart felt condolences and, my love and everything to the family of Artrell, because my family personally has been knowing him since he was a little boy. We used to be neighbors. He used to play next door to me. He used to live next door to me and used to play with my children, my boys. They all play sports. Y'all know I said before, my kids grew up playing sports all year round: football, basketball, track, wrestling, all that. So we were very familiar with Artrell, and it is really sad to wake up and then find out from my oldest son. He was like, "Mom, such and such was killed." And I'm looking at him on the FaceTime like, "What? For real? Weren't you just with him the other day?" And he's like, "Yeah, you need to wake up Cam. You need to wake up Cam right now." And I'm like, "Okay, but he's still asleep. Okay, I'll let him sleep, and I'll tell him when he gets up." And then when Cam woke up, I told him. He thought I was playing, thought I was joking around. No, he's not. He's not either. So he started going on Facebook and called his brother. And next thing I know, I just heard a lot of crying, and it was really emotional around here this morning. But a lot of people is going through it right now. Just keep our families in our prayers. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he was killed. We don't know any details right now. But again, that is a very close friend of my son's, and they hang together all the time, play video games together, and different things like that. So please keep my sons, our family, in your prayers. Please keep his family in your prayers. He is a father as well. I'll show a couple of pictures of him on here. There's a picture of him right there. Let me stop sharing that news story. There's him, one of his kids. He also was a coach. Not only was he a great basketball and football player, but he also was a coach, and he coached youth basketball teams. Here he is again. He's a couple of years older than my boys. And I had made a post on Facebook this morning, when I gave my respects, my condolences and my respects to his family. And I'll read a little portion of it. But I just said my sons woke up this morning to finding out their good friend Artrell, a.k.a. Trill, a.k.a. FatFat, is no longer with us. My sons had just seen him this past week. He was also one of their gamer buddies. And right now, both of my sons are inconsolable. There are a lot of great memories we will always hold near and dear of FatFat. I remember him as a child living next door to us near Wakanda. When I first met him, after he started hanging out with my sons, I noticed how kind and respectful he was. Him and his bro was always welcome over at our house. I also noticed how talented he was in sports, especially basketball, and thought he was going to be an awesome baller when he grew up. And then I find out later, as he was growing up, he also became a coach too. So he was a great coach as well. And I said a lot of the times when he used to come over, I remember he used to come over and I would be at work and my boys would be gone. And he would be hitting the hoops because we had, like a lot of people in the hood, they have a basketball hoop on the edge of the curb. You ain't gonna find that in a lot of urban areas, but in the bougie areas. But we be in the hood, we have our stuff right on the curb. And so he would be playing hoops. And he'd be like, I'm sorry. I couldn't wait till your boys get home. I was just practicing. I was like, it's okay. You can shoot. No, as long as you ain't messing it up, don't be dunking on it. Don't break it. Because if you break it, you're buying it, right? But I just want to say rest in peace to FatFat again. My condolences to his family, friends, his children, and everyone who loved him. I'll also read a few of the public posts in regard to him. Let me just pull up some of them real quick. And these are from his friends and loved ones, by the way. Okay, one of the posts says, and these are all public again, by the way. Man, when y'all gonna stop and realize life's so precious? Kids losing their dads out here left and right. And we losing our brothers to senseless crime. I've known this young man since I was in the 6th grade. Always ran into him, checked on him. He tell me the ups and downs in his life, and I spit it with him straight. And he, excuse me, he was so appreciative of that. Rest in peace, FatFat. And he said just last year, the person who posted it said just last year he put this as a status. Now all we got with him is the memories. Fly high, little bro, Trill Evans. And they had written something that Fats had put on his post last year on Facebook, and that was, just know any minute, any day, any time, your life can change tremendously. Be thankful for the little things you do have. Love on who you truly love and keep them close, because when we gone, we gone. And ain't nothing left but memories, regrets, and tears. Signed, FatFat. He literally had posted that a year ago on his Facebook page. Excuse me. One of my friends, one of my son's other friends made a post, said, I ain't finna sit here and act like you my main homie, but when we lost you, it really put some pain on me. Trill Evans, they said, I just seen you at the store yesterday, bro. You held the door for me and my sisters, and I thank you. It was all love. A loving father, a son, a brother, and a host of other titles you wore. I'm blessed to know you and got to say love one last time. Walk in the light, bro. I know it's beautiful. And I'll read one more, another post from somebody I know who is actually a church member of mine, who was a friend of FatFat as well. And they said, your dedication to these girls, and they were referring to that picture that I posted of the basketball team. They said your dedication to these girls was unmatched. The way you helped coach them was unmatched. The private lessons or different drills and plays you taught them was unmatched. You simply showed up for this whole team. Every practice. I can't say, excuse me, sorry. I can't say nothing but thank you. You poured confidence into them. You poured knowledge into them. You held them accountable for their actions. You matter to these girls. They went on to say, this one hurts. Thank you for helping my baby. Coach this amazing group of young ladies. They're going to miss you. Those are just a few of the posts on Facebook that I'm willing to share. Again, rest in peace to FatFat, who was a very good friend of my son's and a friend to many, a valuable coach to many, a father, a son, a brother, a cousin. Rest in peace, FatFat. I'm so sorry to share this news today. Oftentimes, come on here and share some local news, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Y'all know we report on everything from the hood to the White House. I just hate when it becomes so close to home, especially when it affects my own children, my own family. But it is what it is, you guys. You guys, please like and share this video on your way in. Please stay prayed up. Love on your loved ones while you can. Like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very much. And as I always say, I say this for a reason after every show. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I will be back whenever we receive any updated information on this story. I will definitely be keeping my eye close on this story, and I'm sure you can understand why. In the meantime and in between time, I'll holla.